Tim Laird here with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you out to eat at your favorite local restaurants.
And I'm Kevin Harnett.
We've been to a lot of great restaurants through the years, and while many are now part of local history, their flavor and recipes live on.
So join us now for a tasty blast from the past on a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, we're headed to Berea for a taste of history.
We like to, honor the past and respect the future.
We're going into the kitchen of the historic Boone Tavern Hotel and Restaurant, where the head chef is revealing the secrets to classic Kentucky cuisine.
Boone Tavern, spoonbread. I've got to try this. Wow.
Fried green tomatoes with something called bacon jam.
I could have that just about on itself.
Plus pot pie made with rabbit and pasta made with Kentucky raised lamb.
Can't wait.
It's dinner time in Berea at the historic Boone Tavern Hotel and Restaurant right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
That's downtown Triple Crown. Tim Laird with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. This time we're in Berea, the capital to arts and crafts in Kentucky and the home of the historic Boone Tavern.
History of this place is absolutely amazing.
We're considered the folk arts and crafts capital of the state of Kentucky, and the Artisan Center is right down the road from us.
The Boone Tavern has been here for more than 100 years and it literally breathes history.
The tavern was built in 1909 at the request of Nellie Frost, the wife of then Berea College president Robert Frost. After hosting more than 300 guests on one weekend, she had had enough. Recently, after $11 million worth of renovation, history at the Boone Tavern lives on. And the renovation didn't stop in the public areas of the hotel. They even rebuilt the kitchen, including this 1940s industrial mixer.
Similar to how you would rebuild a classic car, they stripped all the pieces out, cleaned it up, repainted it, real heavy duty. It runs for at least 2 hours a day for the past, 60, 70 years.
So that's a good workout for all those years.
It is. It's a good mixer.
And what comes out of that mixer is even better. The Boone Tavern's famous spoonbread.
Spoonbread is famous.
You say Boone Tavern, people say, oh, I love the spoonbread. So we'll start with that.
Jeffrey Newman is the executive chef at the Boone Tavern, and for him, making spoonbread is a way of life.
We might skip maybe 5 days a year making spoonbread, just depending on business.
You can make your own spoonbread at home. It's easy when you learn the secrets.
I've got some milk going here, and it's actually, you can see, just coming up to the boil. And right at this moment in time, we're going to add cornmeal. So this is a gallon of milk, 2 cups of half and half, and this is about 4 pounds of white cornmeal from Weisenberger Mills. And we just bring this together, and it's like sludge, and it's just thick.
It really is. That is thick. I mean, you're getting your muscle into that. That's quite a workout too, Chef.
We're going to put this into a mixing bowl.
Okay.
And we're going to take it to our stand mixer.
We're going to let the machine do the work now.
The machine's going to do all the work, exactly. We turn this on low. Before we do it, throw a pound of butter in. And we're going to let this go for at least 20 or 30 minutes. Let it cool down, let it whip up a little bit.
All right, so the Hobart's been working here about 25, 30 minutes or so, right?
That's right.
All right, it's done. It's a good job. I'm telling you, hard working at it.
It is. Now we're going to put in eggs. This is about 45 eggs.
That's a lot of busy chickens, too.
It is. This looks like the perfect consistency for our spoonbread. We'll add salt. This is a 1/4 cup of salt. This is baking powder, double-acting baking powder. Throw that in. Give it one last quick mix.
Okay.
And it goes in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yep,
we're ready
20
to
minutes.
go.
Let's get it out.
Wow. Look at that. I love the consistency with the top, the crust on here.
You spoon it out, nice and hot.
Boone Tavern, Spoonbread.
It's almost like a custard with the amount of eggs that we put in there and all the air that we whipped into it in the mixer.
I'm gonna use a fork for the spoonbread. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
That's
right.
fine. Just make sure you get a little bit of butter on there.
Oh, I wouldn't miss the butter. Wow.
It's so buttery and good.
I can see why this has been famous for over 100 years here at the Boone Tavern. Awesome. Chef, thank you so much for
Thank you.
revealing this 100-year-old secret. Chef, you're busy, not only because of a big dining room, but you're open 365 days a year.
Yeah, that's right. We're a hotel. We don't close. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. We do a big buffet on Thanksgiving. We do Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We even do a little bit of service.
And what better way to celebrate a tradition than tradition itself?
Talk about traditional dishes. Fried green tomato.
There you go.
They do them a little differently at the Boone Tavern. In fact, these are like none I've ever seen before.
We start off with some seasoned flour. I use my left hand as wet. So I grab the tomato because it's wet with my left hand. With my right hand, which is my dry hand, I'll take the flour, kind of disperse it over the tomatoes, toss it around, knock it off, and I'll drop it back in the wet mixture, which is buttermilk.
When you work really fast, Chef, do you ever mix them up and get the wet hand with the dry hand and the
Yeah,
vice versa?
unfortunately, yes. And then you use your right hand again to put them into the cornmeal. And this is yellow cornmeal from Weisenberger Mills. It's seasoned with a little paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little sage.
Oh, let's get these fried up.
Do it.
All right.
We're just gonna drop the tomatoes in the deep fryer. And they just take about a minute, minute and a half.
Chef, those look absolutely fabulous. Is it time to go on the plate?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
When these come out of the fryer, you want to do a little sprinkle of salt. We've got some Bibb lettuce. This is from Cooper Run Farm in Richmond. You know that Bibb lettuce was actually invented in Kentucky by Dr. Bibb.
I did not know that.
That's the truth. He was
More mystery.
He was a professor at Kentucky State University. The next thing that goes on is a little bit of whipped Boursin cheese. You can smell it's got a lot of herbs and garlic in it.
wow.
We'll just do a little dollop of that. The next item that I think you're really going to enjoy is an ingredient that I call bacon jam.
Oh, you got me.
Bacon jam, Tim, is a combination of chopped bacon, onions, a little coffee, 2 types of vinegar, a bunch of spices, brown sugar, kind of everybody into the pool, and simmer it for about 4 or 5 hours. And it's just intensely sweet and bacony and real delicious.
Oh, I can't wait to taste this then. Oh my gosh. That is intense.
It's a great condiment. It's a great start to other recipes as well. All right, so next we add the tomatoes to the plate, and I just kind of nestle it up against the other ingredients. And then I add just a couple of red cherry tomatoes for a little bit of color. And the last thing I do is a little tiny drizzle of brown sugar vinaigrette.
This looks outstanding. Oh, look at that. We're gonna have to give this one a try, Chef. What do you think?
Great, I got
All right.
a fork for you.
Oh, wow. That is like no other fried green tomato I've had. That is incredible. That is full of flavor, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good,
Wow.
thank you.
And the secrets don't stop there.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Coming up, a new take on the classic pot pie. That'll make you forget all about the original.
Nothing like that at all. This is incredible.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs behind the scenes at the historic Boone Tavern continues right after this.
Man, this is worth the trip to the Boone Tavern right here.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Tim Laird with you again with more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. And we're on a trip back into time to Berea. This time at the historic Boone Tavern Hotel and Restaurant.
It's a classic Kentucky experience from check-in to check-out.
We're a couple minutes away from Renfield Valley, a couple minutes away from Richmond, and not too far away from Lexington or Louisville.
Here, you can indulge in the way things were in times gone by. History lives on thanks to Boone Tavern's partnership with Berea College and its students who are all on scholarship.
So several of the staff members here at the hotel and the restaurant are actually students.
Inside the beautifully appointed guest rooms, you'll also find the signature of Berea College students, like beds and entertainment centers that were handcrafted.
The rooms are beautiful, as is the dining room. And of course, the food that comes out of the kitchen.
History of this place is absolutely amazing. Food wonderful.
Jeffrey Newman is in charge of the food. He's a real pro, and he's true blue.
I'm from Lexington, graduated from Tates Creek High School, went to University of Kentucky for a little while, went to culinary school in New York.
I can see the colors still fly.
Yeah, this is also Berea College colors,
Right.
So it works well for me.
You're covered both ways.
Yep.
Love that, Chef. This is great.
Chef Jeffrey's specialty is recreating classic dishes from Kentucky's past, like fried green tomatoes and spoonbread. And he loves giving traditional food new American flavor.
Rabbit pot pie. It's a little twist on traditional chicken pot pie. I've got a hot pan and I do a little bit of olive oil. We'll start out with some diced fennel. This is the bulb of the fennel, and I'll put a little salt in, and the salt is going to help remove some of the moisture from the fennel. And then I'm going to add some mushrooms. And here I've got, these are oyster mushrooms from a local mushroom forager and cultivator.
That's what I like about it. You're sourcing a lot of your ingredients from the college right next
That's
door
right.
to your favorite farmers that you guys know
Exactly.
and have a relationship with.
I've got some parsnips, carrots, a little bit of button mushroom, onion, and celery that I've just sweated down in some butter. And I like to have those a little bit more soft than the fennel, just for a textural contrast. And next we're gonna add in the actual rabbit. And I cook these low and slow, and I pull all the meat off the bones.
That's great. And I'll tell you, rabbit is one of those traditional dishes, especially around Appalachia in this area.
You know, a traditional game dish, and we like to, honor the past and respect the future. This is just a little chicken stock. I'm gonna actually add a little spoonful of grain mustard. And this just adds a depth of flavor to it that I really enjoy. And I'm gonna add a couple of ladles of rabbit velouté. This is the stock from braising the rabbit that we've thickened up with flour, a little fresh cracked pepper, a little extra salt. Grab you a little taste of that.
Get in there. Oh, yeah.
Last thing I do before we get it in the oven is a good pinch of fresh herbs. This is a little parsley, chives, and dill together. To finish the dish, we put it into our baking dish here. We need to put the crust on it. This is just basic puff pastry. Put that right over the top, and I like to leave some space on the edges for steam to escape. And so, when it starts to bubble up, it'll have a place to go and it won't pop the crust.
Nice little secret revealed on that.
And this is just a little bit of egg wash, just one egg beaten with a little bit of water. And this is gonna give it a nice golden brown crust. And then we'll throw this right down here in the oven.
So 12 to 15 minutes, it looks like 400 degrees?
That's correct.
I can't wait, Chef.
It's gonna be great.
All right, Chef, it's been about 15 minutes, so this is where the magic happens. You're gonna pull the rabbit out?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'll tell you what, all the bubbling goodness, and that pastry is golden brown. This looks awesome.
All we do is to plate it up, we put a little spinach or whatever down on the plate, and that really is just to stabilize the dish so it doesn't slide around. And that's it.
We're gonna go in for the taste. This looks great. Oh, look at the crunch of that. Talk about comfort. This is a downtown Triple Crown. This is awesome. This is nothing like that aluminum foil thing, where you have those aluminum little round dishes, and you put them in the oven, you take it out. Nothing like that at all. This is incredible. Man, this is worth the trip to the Boone Tavern right here. That's it. Awesome, Chef.
Thank you.
Awesome. For more information on the Boone Tavern or any other featured restaurants on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, log on to newlocaltv.com.
I definitely recommend it, and I will be back.
And we're coming back too, with more secrets to share from the Boone Tavern.
Oh, I can't wait.
Next, it's fresh pasta with lamb and a whole lot more.
That has so much flavor going on.
Plus, a little known secret about how the Boone Tavern was instrumental in the creation of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Colonel Sanders actually got his idea to start doing chicken from Boone Tavern.
More secrets of bluegrass chefs from Berea coming up.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Tim Laird with more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. This time, we're actually tasting history at the historic Boone Tavern.
The flavors of the past are alive and well here in Berea, whether you're here for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It's an authentic and exquisite Kentucky experience.
The dining room is beautiful, and the wood floors are original, dating back for more than 100 years.
There's a lot of history in the hotel, and there's a lot of history back here in the kitchen. I'm here with Chef Jeffrey Newman.
Chef Newman is a Kentucky native and proud to be working in the same kitchen that helped put Kentucky on the map.
At Boone Tavern, we steam our chicken, and then we bread it and fry it to do our fried chicken, which we're kind of famous for. Colonel Sanders, just from down the road in Corbin, said, "This is great chicken. How do you make it?"
And the rest is history.
Winston Shelton, that helped him develop the pressure fryer, and he combined the two cooking methods of pressure steaming and deep frying into one method.
You didn't help him out with the 11 herbs and spices, though, did you?
No, that's still a secret.
Okay,
I haven't figured that one out yet.
All right, it is Secrets of Bluegrass Chef, so if you knew it, you'd tell us,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, Chef.
He will, however, reveal the secrets to this.
We're gonna do our lamb pasta. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some pasta in the water. And this is beautiful, fresh linguine from a great company in Lexington called Lexington Pasta. So we just put that in the boiling salted water. You know, this fresh pasta only takes a couple of minutes. It takes about 2 minutes. We start real hot pan, olive oil, a little sliced onion, a little sliced fennel. Next we'll go in with some oyster mushrooms. And we just want to get these softened up a little bit. So next, we're gonna add a little bit of chopped up tomatoes. I call these put up tomatoes.
Put up tomatoes.
Like your grandma puts her tomatoes up, which means they're canned tomatoes. They come out of a jar, not a metal can. And it's really kind of pays tribute to the traditions of Kentucky about preserving your food, growing heavy in the summertime, canning, freezing, preserving. You know, just, it's kind of a tip of the hat to that. This is lamb shoulder from Bluegrass Lamb and Goat and Paint Lick. And we just cook this low and slow in the oven overnight. It's in about 12 hours and it just falls apart, kind of like pulled pork. Cannot argue with that. So we just get this lamb warmed through a little bit, and we'll go with a little bit of chopped garlic, and we store that in just a little bit of oil so that it doesn't turn color.
Garlic and lamb, great combination together.
So the next step is a little bit of lamb stock, and this is just the juice from cooking the lamb, and you can see this is rich. What you want to do anytime you're cooking pasta is you want to bring it out just before it's done.
Okay.
And you want to get it into its sauce, and then the last 30 seconds to a minute of the pasta cooking is going to suck in the flavors of the sauce that you're going to cook it in.
Great secret to know.
There's chemistry happening right now in this pasta. So we'll just cook this a little bit. We'll toss it in. Last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of butter, and that's just going to make it nice and creamy. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, very, very little. And I'm going to add a good pinch of chives and a good pinch of fennel. This is the green part from the top of the fennel.
Oh, I can't wait.
I like to spin the bowl while I put the pasta in, and that just kind of mounds it up a little bit.
And then he tops it with some fresh Kentucky-grown microgreens.
Just to add a little pleasing aesthetics and a little bit of crunch.
All right, Chef, the only thing we need to add now, a fork.
There you go.
Beautiful pasta, a golden sauce on there. That has so much flavor going on. That lamb comes out, but not anything overpowering. You're right, it's a nice, sweet balance. I mean, it's incredible. And that pasta, you can tell, done to perfection. That'll do it for this edition of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Tim Laird, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Jeff Newman, Executive Chef of Boone Tavern Hotel and Restaurant in Berea, Kentucky. Thank you for watching Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.